Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw on the first play. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. He's on his way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. For CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. If you look at this Bronco defense, they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. The prophetic oath, first do no harm. Right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. Now a run here off the arc. And Mayfield again with the interception. His third. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Prescott. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Jaguars first down.
On play action, Prescott. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the Broncos 19-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
In motion right comes Jackson. Throwing, Prescott. Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott now. They'll hit Jackson, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Harold Landry able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Baker changing the play at the line. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Jefferson, incomplete.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Prescott. He gets it complete to Jackson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott.
It's Jackson again on the reception.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Terrace Marshall.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Broncos nothing.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Typical, body overdoing it, that's so typical. Treat like a god, that's so typical. He's still more, that's so